Hi.
Welcome.
I'm Chinny.
I'm Joy.
And I'm Ange.
And for today, we are doing a collaboration between In the Life of Cece and Joy and ANGABOO 13.
Yay!
Yes! So we are going to be talking about everything and anything motherhood. Yeah, so we have questions prepared by Angela or gathered by Angela from different people, like friends and relatives who have questions regarding motherhood or who wants to learn, how we do it.
In the process of that, we're going to be stuffing our faces.
Yes, this is actually a, how do you pronounce it?
Mukbang.
MUCKBANG.
And I have Jersey Mike's, number 13 Italian. And I couldn't decide, so I got both.
Okay, we have Gyro King,
Yes, I have chicken kofta over rice.
and then I have the lamb kebab over rice.
Yes.
Okay, so let's dig in and start the first question. Please don't mind
Alright.
table manner etiquette. If you see me doing this, we eat like this in the Philippines, so don't judge. Don't. Don't.
Go for the one in the middle.
Don't.
What? I love you.
Because you have no choice.
Okay. True. That's
Yeah.
true.
I probably might
Some of
end up
these-
eating with my hands.
Yeah.
Alright.
Some of these questions are going to pertain to me because of two children, and then others will pertain to just in general. So
Okay.
Yes.
everybody tried to help with multiple questions, and if I jump out of the seat, it's because my child's about to break my ring light, so don't mind that. A little bit of action going on. Okay, I told the people that did give questions, I would give them shout outs to the people who asked.
Okay.
So the first question was from my cousin Melody. And, this one depends on me. Yay. What are some similarities and differences from your pregnancies with your kids? So,
And that's you.
yeah, that's me.
So me and Gerald
Yeah.
will just eat.
Similarities and differences. Well, there is no similarity. Anthony was born naturally with no medication. I was very young and tough, so I pushed through. Jackson, on the other hand, Anthony's doing in the background. Jackson, on the other hand, was an emergency C-section, so I didn't really have a choice, and I also had to take an epidural that I didn't want to do, and that was probably the worst part of the entire thing. Other than that, there really wasn't much of a difference other than that. So, next question. Are any of us having any more kids?
No.
This is also by Melody.
I'm gonna eat.
No, because I have too much going on and don't have time or money.
I guess same thing. Yeah. I would love to have one more, but it's impractical nowadays, especially with so many things going on, and it's not easy to birth a child.
I only have one, and it feels like I have 10 kids. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm
I'm
good.
with her. That means I have 20.
Okay.
This one is next question. Also from Melody. She gave us a couple actually. She helped us out. Thank you, Melody. No, this one pertains to me too, but I guess you guys can compare each other's kids because they hang out a lot. Spicy?
Throw on
Take a drink.
Mm.
It says, how are your children the same or different? Well, Anthony and Jackson are complete opposites, but at the same time very similar in certain things. Anthony was picky when he was young, wouldn't eat anything. Jackson is now doing that. Anthony was very quiet and timid and reserved. Still is.
He's an old soul.
He is an old soul. Jackson is not an old soul, and he's all about the party. But your kids hang out a lot, so let's compare them. Let's use that question as comparing them. from each other since they're close.
Kian is the gentle one. Like he's more sweet and affectionate. And then Mason is the protective one. He's
It's in
the
the car.
he's the protector, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very protective.
Uh-huh.
Mason is the wild child.
Wild child. Kian is the tame
So
one.
Kian will be the one calming Mason down whenever things get crazy.
Yes.
So one helps the other.
The thing though, Kian is the instigator.
Mm.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Okay. So we have a number of very different children running around.
Yes.
Next question is, are you able to make time for yourself? I know I'm not.
Only when the fathers are around and when they go to bed at night. I usually get 2 hours before I have to go to bed to do, whatever I need to do for me. You?
Well, before I couldn't
Yeah.
because Mason rarely sleeps. He would take a nap for like 20 minutes and then he'll be up and then he'll just be running around. But right now, I think he has mellowed down. And if I want to do something, I can do it, and he will just be playing. Or he'll just put himself to sleep or
At
something
least
like
that's
that.
good news for me and Angela, given that our boys are younger than Mason.
Yeah.
So that's good news for us.
Yeah, hopefully they get over that phase and go into that one.
Yeah.
Next question is, with your self time, what do you do with yourself? Can that be disclosed on this? Just kidding, guys.
Oh my God.
What do I do?
You first.
I don't know. I don't really do a lot.
Are there anything like that you look forward to doing when he's not around so that it's easier for you?
Yeah, I
Cleaning.
clean. Yeah.
What about you, Jenny? What do you do with yourself?
I play with
Exactly what? Exactly. She plays.
my game's on my phone, you dirty minds. No, I'm kidding. I write, or I write my book, or I clean the house. That's it. You? Oh, and I do this with you guys.
Get-togethers.
I'm either doing schoolwork, cleaning, trying to make a YouTube video, or honestly just laying on the couch watching
Yeah.
YouTube videos because it's the only silent time you have to yourself.
Yeah. Listen to music.
Yeah.
Down. Stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Very good, very good. Let's see. This is a good one. Next question is, does your children throw tantrums and when did they start?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's something I think we had to prepare for.
Yeah. Every
If
mother
that's
has to
possible.
prepare. Every mother has to prepare for that.
The embarrassing moments in public.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Anthony, however, never did that.
Really?
Never. Anthony never. He was more behaved outside
Such a good
in public.
boy.
than-
Right? I know.
And even at home, he wasn't bad. Jackson is the opposite. He doesn't care who's around, how many people are around. He was screaming in the dollar store the one day, and I had people staring at me like I was beating him. And it was over a car toy that he wanted. So, yeah. When did it start?
Mason
Mason.
always did, like, especially when we would be in a store and when Ted is with him, Ted has just like to take him outside. Otherwise, he wouldn't care. He'll just scream bloody murder inside the store.
Oh my god, I feel your pain.
Because Kian is a little on the calmer side because he got it, like from Ryan. He would throw a fit for say a couple of minutes and then he would stop once you start carrying him. But here inside the house, it started getting, louder and longer. I think when he was a year and a half, when he's already known that he's a different individual than me and Ron, when he's had his own independence.
Once
That's
he
when
found his voice.
that's when it started for me, when he was a year and a half.
But maybe it'll change, because you know what, Mason right now, he doesn't throw a fit
No.
like that. Not even in the store. I can just put him in the car and we'll just walk around the store and he'll be fine.
I can't wait for that. I think Jackson started his a little bit after he turned a year, is when he started realizing he could scream and realize that the rest of us were panicking, like, oh god.
Yeah.
He's gonna be 2 in
Very
April.
soon. Yeah.
And he still does it, so haven't gone over that heat yet. The best part about eating and trying to get on your phone,
You got grease all over your phone.
there's finger marks all over my phone now. Okay, this was another good one from Melody. What are the things you liked from how your parents raised you, and what do you repeat with your children?
You.
I can't remember. I have to think about it. Let me think about it. Oh, my mom was very strict, especially with clutter. I hate clutter. So when Mason starts making a mess, I would always tell him, clean up your mess.
Does he?
Mhm.
He does.
Otherwise, I just tell him, if I clean up the mess for you, I'll be throwing your toys away.
Right.
So if you don't, then goodbye toy. And so, all right, mommy, I'll clean it up. So he does, and it works. I know it's a bit of a threat, but if it works, it works.
It's not like you're beating him for it. What about you, Jenny?
I got from both set of parents, mine and Ryan, what I really learned about motherhood from my mom is don't be just a mom, be their friend as well, because it makes them open up more. Like me and my mom are like best friends. She knows everything about me. So, I don't really hide anything from my mom. So, from my dad, I got, like the discipline part of things. I don't hit my child. Not that I'm saying my dad hit me, but he did not. It's just the strict.
Cover yourself.
It's just the strict, stern voice that you're establishing the boundary between your child stepping over you and you being a parent. Oh, thank you. And what I got from
Oh, thank you.
Ryan's mom is like how she raised Ryan, like being all independent and stuff. So it shows on Kian. So that's it.
What did I pass down? Well, definitely show them as much love as possible.
Yes.
The whole, like Chinny said, we kind of come from the same situation as my mom is my best friend, and you have to be their friend and their parent. I believe that's what I learned from my mother.
It was
To be there for your kids, whether
Yes.
it's bad or good, is a big one. No
And
matter-
don't judge.
Right.
Don't judge.
Don't judge them.
yeah.
Always try to uplift them, no matter what.
And support them. Like if they're doing something wrong, don't, you know, blast them for it.
Right.
Make them understand. And if you have personal experience as a parent, share it with them and the lessons that you learned, because that's what my mom does. You know, up to this day.
Up to this day.
Yes.
Alright. Let's see. Next one is, what are your values as a parent? Kind of the same. Really, right? Our values are what we...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the next one, because we kind of answered 2 in 1 there.
Yeah.
Next one is, what was the best / worst part of your pregnancies?
I wasn't happy pregnant.
No.
No. Right, I was like, I don't know. It wasn't bad. I didn't get so big. I didn't gain a lot of weight. But it's not like the others, like, oh, I'm pregnant. I wasn't like that, right? No, I wasn't like that. The best part, I guess, that the whole process, Mason just made it really fast. My water broke at 10 o'clock. We went to the hospital. I was still able to take a shower. Ted came home really, really quick, and I was still in the shower. When I got to the hospital, I started labor, and they didn't even have to transfer me to the delivery room because I gave birth at the labor room.
Jeez.
At 3 o'clock, Mason was out.
Wow.
He literally
Got
kicked
lucky.
himself out of it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So really, the best part of it is it went quick.
Yeah, it went
The
quick.
worst part is you didn't like pregnancy. Okay. So that's just speed. Now with your mouth full, I can't understand you.
No, I want to be.
I'll go.
Oh.
You can have more time.
Yeah.
Best and worst part of my pregnancies. The pregnancy with Anthony wasn't bad, but I was in labor for a long time. My water broke at 5:36 p.m. I didn't have him until 6:53 the next morning. So that was a long one. The pregnancy itself was good though. Jackson, again, total opposite. I hated being pregnant. It was just, I felt heavy. I was working, so getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning when you got no sleep all night from being uncomfortable was not fun. The fun part was he was very active though. So while I was pregnant, there was literally, looked like an alien in there. You'd see a hand go by or a foot go by.
Right.
Yeah.
That was, I think, the best part of the pregnancies, is seeing them and feeling them move. Other than that, it sucked.
The best part of my pregnancy would be finally holding Kian, but it was only for a couple of seconds because they had to take him to the NICU. My pregnancy was bad because I had shingles at seven months. Yeah, I had shingles at 7 months. I wasn't, having it easy, especially with the morning sickness and stuff like that. And then, what else? Yeah, labor was really bad. I got to the hospital,
Labor.
sent home, then go back to the hospital that they had to,
How many times were you in and out?
twice.
Because I remember talking to you when you were...
Yeah, 2 times. And then
Should have just called me right away.
they induced me at 6 in the morning. They induced me at 6 in the morning, and my water still didn't break, so they had to break my water. And then I had epidural, but Kian didn't come out until 10 p.m.
Till I came.
until she came and pushed my tummy like that, and then Kian flew out. I'm kidding.
She was still like, you were still like 1 cm when I was there.
No,
so I
4 because they didn't admit me until
Oh.
I had 4. I wasn't progressing well, so
yeah, I just started talking and I felt Kian moving, and right after
right after she left,
I went out of the room.
then they moved me to the delivery room because I was already 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
So I pushed.
Not to mention, maybe not to you, but to let everybody else know, and I'm not picking on you, she's very small. So the
Yes.
fact that she had to push out a watermelon, in general, with her body being small,
Very
her hips
tiny.
being small, it probably was not fun.
Yeah, I was.
Next one. What's one thing you don't or didn't look forward to when raising your kids? Didn't look forward to, or don't look forward to.
I do not want to look forward to Mason answering back.
Spicy.
I don't think I can handle that. I don't know. Might have to tell him. Go find.
Bye, Felicia.
Although I can't stop it from happening because it came to a point where I know that I answered back and stuff. But now that I am in that position where there is that creature growing and eventually will answer back, I am not looking forward to that. Because
That's
I
a
don't
good
know.
one,
Yeah.
actually. 'cause- yeah, that is a good one. What am I not looking forward to?
Teenage problems. Issues.
Well, with Anthony's like a totally different person, so it's like, I know he goes through a lot, but at the same time he's a strong person, so he's got a good head on his shoulders, so I don't have to worry with him. I think in general, what I don't look forward to about raising kids is having to raise them in the society we're in today.
Perfect
If I had
answer.
to say anything, it would be that. It's scary
scary.
what our children are going to be left with if we don't change the way things are going.
Very good answer.
So, that would be mine.
Yeah. Mine's just very petty. It is very petty. The thing that I don't look forward to is when Kian starts dating
That's not
girlfriends.
petty. That's not petty.
Girlfriends in
Ask Anthony.
influences.
She would kill my first.
There's a reason why your mom and I, or your mom, me, and Joy are friends because we would do the same thing.
Oh dear.
Yep. No one's good enough.
Exactly. Yes, that's perfect. How can you look at anyone and think that they're enough for your kids? You know. Next. Has your relationship with your child benefited from your parenting decisions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
See?
Prime example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a quick and easy one. Oh, this was also a melody. Knowing that you only have boys, if you ever had a girl, what would you name her?
I'm gonna copyright it before I say it.
I don't know. I never thought of having a girl.
Yeah,
No.
she never really wanted a girl.
No.
Really?
Not even up for discussion.
So no name for
Joy.
because it's just not an option.
I will tell you the name that Ted would want to give to
Yeah.
the girl.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's
Edrica?
no, Callisto.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
yeah, it's like
Greek.
a Greek thing, Callisto.
It's different. I like different.
Mine is a Leonica. It's a combination of both my grandmother's names. Leonora and Dominica. So I told Ryan, if you have a girl, it's Leonica. You?
When we thought Jackson was a girl, we wanted to name her Layla Ray.
Nice.
That's
I love
so
that.
I
cute.
love the
You
name.
wanna go to Papa?
Come here, babe.
Alright.
Ooh.
You wanna stay
Jackson
here with
falls
Mimi?
into the living room.
Oh, see? You want to stay here with Mimi?
What? Okay, next one is from my friend Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one pertains to her.
I'm almost done with my food.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you feel your parenting different now with Jackson than with Anthony since you were a young mom with Anthony? Well, yes, definitely. I was a lot younger with Anthony. Anthony was like that commercial, your first kid, your second kid, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, the parenting is a lot different, and not to mention because they're so different with the way they are, I kind of have to be different with Jackson than I was with Anthony. Anthony was always more independent. Jackson is not. So yes, totally different. What lessons have you learned as a mom? That's hard to, in my opinion, it's a hard one to answer because you learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
There's not like a set, like now,
Yeah.
cameo.
I think one of the biggest lessons I learned, I thought I was already patient before I had
That's a good
Mason. Yes.
I learned from
Okay.
being a mom is there is no such thing as a perfect mom who knows everything and
Absolutely.
anything about any child. That's it. You are not perfect. You can only keep trying and you can only work with your child as you go, as he grows or as she grows. That's it. That's what I learned. I can't be, or I could never be a perfect mom. Nobody is.
That's a good one because yeah, you can't. A lot of people try to claim that they know everything.
Oh,
Yes.
No. Mm-mm, no.
None of us know
Guys.
what we're doing.
Yeah. Your child is that one little human who can bring out the best and the
the
worst.
That is so true.
Unite with the word worst. That's unite.
Good one, guys.
Yep.
What?
What did you learn?
Huh?
I mean, what did you?
I agree with what you guys said. I can't really say anything more. It's the same. What is the funniest thing that you can recall that your kids have done?
I'm gonna eat.
Well, I can tell you one thing. When Anthony was very little, and you better be listening, Anthony. He was, I don't remember how old he was, I think 4 or 5. But he saw the movie accidentally because I left it on, Borat. I don't know if anyone has watched that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he must have taken a clip of that with him because we were at the supermarket and there was this very pretty, heavier set looking black woman. And as I was pushing the cart past her, he said, "Mom, that lady has a chocolate face." And I thought I was going to get the crap beat out of me. And the lady was very nice about it and was like, "Oh, it's so funny and cute." I'm like, "Thank God." Jackson, what have you done? Every day he does something ridiculous. He falls a lot, and that's kind of like the funniest. It's not funny that he gets hurt, but it's funny because he always winds up in the most outrageous situations to fall. So, but Anthony tops it with the chocolate face. Definitely thought I was gonna die that day.
Oh my God.
Thank God that woman had a sense of humor.
You, me?
You know I can't stop eating this and talk.
Mukbang. I think I've told you this story of one of the funniest things that Mason did. He was, how old was he? Like 6 months, 7 months? because I like to sing to Mason when he falls asleep. And I told you, like, just all of a sudden, I felt his little hand groping and then I thought it was just like something, and I started singing. I took his little hand away from my mouth, and I started singing, and then it was like, that is so rude.
They want you to sing.
Oh God. Yeah, that's one of the things that he does funny things like every day. So
Mine would be whenever Kian farts, because he farts like his dad, very obnoxious, very unapologetic,
yeah.
and he wouldn't even say excuse me, just look at you and grin and like, oops, you know, and he'd even say, Mama, I fart. So that's basically the highlight of, you know, the highlight so far. Whenever he farts.
Oh God. Alright. This is also from Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Any advice for new moms? Okay, would you like me to write a book? I don't know. Keep your cool.
My advice would be. See, somebody farted. I think it's my
It's
husband.
Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, Ryan farted.
At least he was mature, nice enough to do it over there.
My advice would be, I think the best thing that ever happened about parenting when it comes to me and parenting Kian is the fact that work hand in hand and always be in the same page with your husband. Because you're not in it alone. We're talking about motherhood, but then there's also that one influence that's very important in your child's life, and that's the dad.
Yeah.
So if you work,
Without the one, you don't have the other.
yeah. So if you work together, you figure things out as a unit, nothing could go wrong. Because you have, you know, each other's support. One might know something that you don't, and that might work for your child.
Yeah.
You know? So that's the best advice that I could give new moms. Never, you know, never just ignore your husband's presence or the dad's presence, because they can do incredible things like right now. He took Kian out. So, there.
Me, what would be my
I gotta
advice?
go make sure. Can I shut your door if it's open? Just so
Yeah.
Jackson's not in there.
My advice to new moms would be, don't set an expectation for yourself and your child. No. Learn to love the process. Learn to love your child for who or she is.
Embrace your mistakes.
Yes. Learn your embrace your imperfections, your child's imperfections, and since every day is a learning process,
Right.
So you learn from it, and hold on to every memory you have of them being little children, because as much as it's crazy, it's the most wonderful feeling you can ever have. Yeah, that would be my advice.
Yeah. That would be my advice, is cherish every single second, good or bad, because you can't get it back, and
Yeah.
They grow too fast.
yeah, they grow way too fast.
I want more rides.
Right.
Becky asked, will you be drinking wine during this Q&A? LOL.
Right after this.
Right after this, we will, yes. We don't hang out without drinking wine. We need it
It's Saturday, guys.
to deal with each other. We don't like to deal with each other. I'm not saying to deal with just you, with each other. We're all sorts of crazy. So.
Another one of my friends said, her name is Jessica Daniels. I think this pertains more to me, but
Mhm.
she said, do you feel the age difference is an advantage or a disadvantage?
Yeah, that should answer me too.
Why?
No, I mean that should make me learn something too.
Oh, okay.
The age difference and stuff.
Honestly, when we first talked about having a child, meaning Jackson, I was petrified that Anthony was going to hate me because he was an only child for, 13 years. It was scared to think that I'd have to share myself and my child not be accepting of it. So the difference in the age is a disadvantage for how it makes you feel. It's been proven otherwise, though. He loves Jackson. But the other advantage is no matter what, Jackson loves seeing him because he's so much bigger and deep voiced. And so I think Jackson almost looks up to him. So he has a bloodline family member that he can always go to, always look up
Right.
to. So in a sense, the disadvantage is more for me. I'm starting all over again. Literally. Anthony's going to be graduating high school
Very
when
soon.
Jackson is going into kindergarten. I'm
Oh.
literally starting all over again.
Yeah.
So that's the disadvantage, but the rest of it is an advantage, I think.
Somebody send rice.
We still need rice here. And then this was from me to you guys.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Try to spice it up a little bit.
What are you guys doing in your everyday life with your children to keep your traditional backgrounds from you guys to your children?
We speak our language to the boys. We teach them Ilonggo, which is our dialect.
Yeah.
And what else do we do?
We cook Filipino food.
Food.
And our Mason
big
loves
tradition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mason loves Filipino food.
Also with the greeting. I think being like having Latin blood too or Spanish blood too, it's customary because it is in the Philippines that when we meet someone we greet them with besos and a hug. So Kian does that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like give me a hug, give me a kiss, and he would kiss. You have to kiss both cheeks. That's what he does, and then hug.
Okay, a lot. That was a lot. Thank you, Melody, Jessica, Becky. Thank you guys for your questions.
Yes,
'cause you
thank
guys
you.
were the only ones who responded, so thank you for that. Is that it? Nothing else? Are you guys full yet?
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
I'm still hungry. I
picky.
want rice. The dragon's gonna come out very soon.
She's just gonna get wine. We'll be alright.
I'm a really bad hangry person. Really. I want rice. Seriously. Somebody send me rice. That's all I can think of.
Alright. Well, we're done.
Yep.
We've
Thank
stuffed
you
our
for your
face.
questions.
Thank you for your questions and your time. If you're new to the channel, look us up. It's In the Life of Chinny and Joy, and then you got ANGABOO G.
Oh, G, not 13. Sorry. That's your Instagram.
Yeah. Instagram. Yeah, look up our channel. It's just, I don't know, if you got nothing else better to do, you might as well watch us.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
Thank
We
you
enjoyed
for
this.
indulging,
Thank you
guys.
so much,
and
guys.
for watching us eat.
Yeah, I tried my best to look human and with some table manners. Although I was really dying to just gouge my food. But yeah, that was really fun.
It was fun. Good job,
And
ladies.
thank you so much for the questions, and I hope you learned something.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
Bye.